Introduce yourself.
My name is Janetta Shantae, and I'm 25 years old. And I am a person who struggles with believing they're good enough and that they deserve good things.
What's your favorite food?
My favorite food, I would have to say, is anything pasta. Like, I absolutely love macaroni and cheese. Like, I could eat it every day. Like, it's so good. And I make the best mac and cheese. Just saying.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
When I was younger, I wanted to be a lawyer and or a singer. Singing is always something that I've loved and always wanted to do. And being a lawyer, I wanted to solve this age-old case, but that's neither here nor there.
Who is God to you?
God to me, he has been my best friend. He's been a mother when I needed a mother, a father, um, a comforter, um, a provider, um, a reminder, which is ironic, but kind of everything that I could have ever needed, and even things I didn't know I would need it. God has been that for me, for sure.
Why do you think you feel like you don't deserve good things?
I think that I tend to struggle with feeling like I'm not good enough or like I don't deserve good things is because of things that I went through growing up. I feel like I always had to work for love or that if I didn't do this, then I wasn't deserving of that. And so I think in developing my relationship with God, I tended to look at him as if he was a man and not God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I held that standard to God and he like surpasses all of that. Like he's not looking at me to have it all together, to bless me. You know what I'm saying? He's looking at my heart. And even with knowing that, sometimes I feel like I've done so much bad that how can I deserve good? And it's like God's like, nah, bro. Like I sent my son to die for you, knowing what you would do, because I think you're good enough to be redeemed. I think you're good enough to do what I called you to do. And sometimes it's hard for me to wrap my head around. I can admit.
What would you tell someone who is struggling with the same thing you are?
I think that I would tell someone who is struggling with feeling like they're good enough or like they don't deserve good things that you do deserve good things. That God made no mistake when He made you, and when He looked at you, He thought, "Man, the world needs that person." And so, I'm I'm learning to remove my truth, what I think is right, and let God's truth and His righteousness be my right, if that makes sense. Because I have like the tendency to beat myself up, like stump, beat, face type of thing. And God doesn't do that with me. So I'm like learning to be more gentle. So I would say be gentle with yourself as you're learning, because you're unlearning everything that you thought was right to learn what's righteous in God's eyes.
So, moving forward, what are your plans?
I think moving forward, I'm gonna focus more on just allowing God to do what He's gonna do in my life, and stop trying to fight Him. Stop trying to prove to Him, oh, I've just done all these bad things, listed it down the list, and He's like, I've already forgiven you for it. So it's like forgiving myself, and not trying to hold myself to what I used to do, who I used to be, and just moving forward, embracing who I am and becoming.
What's your favorite thing about yourself?
My favorite thing about myself, I would say, is probably my personality. I think my personality is pretty dope. Like, I'm Shantae, like, you know. And I love my eyes. I think my eyes are, you know, pretty dope too.
What's some advice you'd give to your younger self?
advice I would give my younger self would be, it gets better. Although sometimes it feels like it won't get better. And you see more rain than sun sometimes. It does get better. And it keeps getting better. That's some advice I would give. And I would say, give God your heart. Serve God because you love him, not because you think that you're going to escape some type of damnation. Just like, love God because he's him. For sure.
Reintroduce yourself.
I'm Janetta Shante, and I'm 25 years old. And I'm learning that I am good enough and I do deserve good things.